Well, good day, and welcome to my humble weekly review of revolting poultry, defeated meats, inedible vegetables, and other undigestible comestibles. You have reached the Dismayed Gourmet, the cruel leveraging of desperate personal circumstances by a sinister succubus with titular superiority over me. Rest assured, dear audience, your discrimination in watching this program is honored, and our standard shall be kept. She is editor in name only, and any infinitive split were done purposely. Purposefully, pardon. Participles dangled or serial commas not observed will be omitted, / included, from the printed version at her peril. She does, however, get to make me eat something disgusting each and every Friday. Her confidence has increased in recent weeks, and I suspect she is filleting the publisher. In any case, the ill-mannered strumpet shouted to me from across a crowded newsroom floor, "I have an idea." The unsaid word here, of course, was terrible. "Since you look like the Gorton's fisherman, how about you wear a yellow rain hat and do Gorton's fish sticks?" Well, this woman has what I would grudgingly cede. Has some influence over me. She has no real power. Fine then. Before we begin, I would like to go on record as noting that there is zero logic to a fisherman eating fish sticks. That would never happen, you see, because he has fish. On we plod. I picked up as small a bag as I could of Gorton's fish sticks, and before we go any further, my legal team, a disbarred New Hampshire pettifogger who dispenses free advice in exchange for some free tickets, wishes me to stress that the Dismayed Gourmet is a comedy presentation and in no way purports itself to be an accurate assessment of the quality of one frozen food processing plant's reconstituted pottage relative to another. Again, I picked up the smallest bag that I could, as I was confident I'd arrive at an opinion without needing a great volume of input. Rest assured, gentle viewer, what we have in the Gorton's fish stick is no codfish, it is no haddock, it is doubtful even pollock. Rather, it is formed from whatever unpreferred strays end up in the nets of commercial trawlers, a hodgepodge of random species left over after a sorting process. Bidders for these trash fish have found the line barely above where it's cheaper to simply throw their carcasses back into the sea. They are smashed and minced into a porridge, along with other fish from other catches, and formed into these 4-inch by 1-inch bars for storage and shipping. Let's not forget the fillers and the binders for consistent texture, so you don't realize you're eating the greasiest whitefish in the entirety of the Bering Strait. I lined the breaded little monstrosities up next to one another, and they seemed harmless enough, but that is the purpose of the breading. I'll share the ingredients one day, but currently our publisher has a strict policy against 15-letter words. Now, the tartar sauce part of the deal here, perhaps the worst of all sauces, it is for drunken soccer hooligans at the Piccadilly Circus, devouring fly-infested street vendors' oleaginous fish and chips, not for urbane sophisticates like myself, whose palatal refinement can discern oyster types at a whiff. Nonetheless, as my father always said between lashes, we do what we must. I was instructed to slather, not daub, the fish stick with mayonnaise, with an additional requisite consuming 2 full sticks. My God, all of the miseries of Prometheus were visited upon my alimentary canal as I choked down bite after slimy bite, weirdly thankful for the lubricious attributes of the otherwise repellent tartar sauce. I looked down at the second fish stick and wondered if I'd make it through. The sauce's tanginess, so pedestrian in its obviousness, and the fish's fibrous texture and cardboard flavor proved too much to bear. I vomited. And as a paid subscriber, you may view that footage by clicking the link that appears on the lower left of your subscriber screen. For that unexpected, but to my editor, welcome disruption, I was awarded a bonus of $350, which satisfies half of the month's HOA fees here at my Palm Springs condominium. So, in sum, this was an acceptable assignment, and trifle not over me, dear viewer. My dignity, long since a thing of the past, is hardly your concern. Indeed, by far and away, the most important thing to me now is that I remain forever yours, very truly, the Dismayed Gourmet.